I'm Susie Halpin, and I live at 470 Sunset in Winnetka. I want to thank the board and our community for the privilege that we have to be able to speak like this. This really is a privilege. I lived the first 15 years of my adult life in London and outside of London, England, and I've lived the last 5 years here in Winnetka. This is not an experience that you would find very prevalent in England anywhere. We don't get to have these kind of discussions. The 15 years that I did live in England did give me a vast amount of experience in diverse living and affordable housing, and I am not going to discuss my opinions or thoughts on affordable housing and what it can and cannot do to a community. What I do want to say is I understand the first question here to be whether or not we as a village must comply with 310 Illinois, the Act of Affordable Housing. As it is written, the Affordable Housing Plan offers an approach to fulfilling the state legal requirements, and it is in a manner that is moderately considerate to the existing Winnetka residents. I would not say that it is perfect, but it certainly meets the state guidelines, and I think that there has been consideration for us in Winnetka. However, if we are not required by the state to comply with the parameters of a 10% housing stake meeting the affordability guidelines as set out in Illinois 310, this is where I have great concerns. I wrestled with this over the past months, trying to understand why I would be so opposed to this plan. What it boils down to for me personally is the belief that we cannot continue to be an I want society. None of this is making provision for anyone truly in need. We are not talking about sheltering the truly vulnerable in our society. We are debating people earning as a family approximately $50,000 to $120,000 a year. This is not a situation of vulnerability. I want is not an acceptable argument in the current economic climate. And for anyone to suggest that a lack of compassion prevails or that bigotry drives this disagreement, that's shameful. Economic differences of thought are not induced by race, religion, or bigotry. They are financially induced. I would urge the village to in no way increase the burden to its existing residents to fulfill anything beyond what is clearly stated as required by the laws of Illinois. If home rule excuses the village from complying with these laws, then this is not an appropriate climate to address the wants of otherwise capable and healthy persons in any way additional to the current depreciation of housing costs within our village. Thank you.
Thank you, Susie.